Hey y'all, welcome to Neat Disciples. My name is Philip. This is Jeremy. Thanks for joining us. It's our first episode of 2026. We've taken a little bit of a break between the holidays and people being sick, including myself. So we're back at it for the first episode. So yay 2026.
Yay 2026. Yeah, let's do this again.
Let's do it. Hey, so I thought today would be kind of fun to just kind of recap the first, like we started this thing up last year. It was kind of a funny story how we spun it up, and it's been a interesting, fun learning experience.
Yeah.
You know, I know for me especially, you know, trying to like, oh, how do we do a podcast and what do I need and how do I put it on social media and then all this other stuff and then what kind of content that we want to do and the rest is just kind of fun. Just
and I just stand here and watch you do it. So yeah. It's been great.
Bring all the wisdom and the quirky.
Well, I don't know about that.
Comments.
I have enjoyed the conversations and being able to, maybe point us towards some scriptures and truths and having those things, bounce those things off of you and anyone that's watching.
Mm-hmm.
And so I enjoy that challenge, and I always like talking about, what matters most.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and what really spun it is Bobby and I think we were sitting in here in the shed here, and he's like, man, we got to start a podcast. And man, what do we want to talk about? I was like, we want to talk about, spiritual stuff. And, because we've had a lot of really cool conversations here. And
we still do.
Still do. And shoot, I've been in here with other guys that aren't in our immediate circle of friends, and they come over and we'll sit and chat. And sometimes we'll have a drink and sometimes we won't. And even my wife will come out here just to kind of get away from the kids and have some pretty deep conversations. So this has been it's a fun space for us, and we've had fun kind of sharing that with everybody who's watched our content too.
Yeah, and it affirmed. I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I think I'm even in your circle or you're in my circle. Because when I moved here a few years ago, I was looking for some buddies to share bourbon with, because to me, bourbon, it's not about the bourbon, it's about the people you're connecting with. It's just the means to do it. And it's a cool hobby, we enjoy it, but it's not the important part. What's the important part is just the guys are together, iron sharpening iron, we're hanging out, we're just encouraging one another, encouraging our families. I feel like we're better men, better fathers, better husbands as a result of it. Not everyone might agree because of, what's involved, but it just affirmed in me that there is something to it. It's this hobby, the bourbon hobby. There's more to it than drinking it. It's been a joy.
Yeah. It's fun getting together and just having that camaraderie, the brotherhood of just a friends group, and it's just like you said, it's around the hobby of just drinking a little bourbon and having a cigar every now and again and. Yeah, it's not about sitting here and getting wasted. Like, that's never my intention.
I hate that if that happens. I hate it. Yeah.
Especially at my age, man. It's getting hard if I do push the envelope, man. It's a long recovery, so I try not to get that far out there. But yeah, I mean, I've never like, hey, I'm gonna go out to the shed, to the bar or whatever, and just get tore down because I'm having that kind of day.
That is never the goal. At least for us, it's never the goal or the desire. It's all about, community and just hanging out, taking our time. I think that's why I like it so much. Is, beer, you tend to chug and you're done. You have too many of them, you feel lousy. You're kind of out of your mind a little bit. But if you do it right, you sip it. It's taking a longer time. You're milking it. It's not all people see it this way, but it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
It can be for other people, and they need to avoid it. Absolutely. But when done right, done responsibly, it can really be something to just kind of rally around, and bigger, better, more important things come as a result of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's funny too. I know we talked about this the other week. I watched this video. I think he's a Catholic priest. He does some stuff, but I ran across one of his videos that talks about, their religion and part of Christianity and alcohol. And he had a reference to this pub where C.S. Lewis and Tolkien had did all their writing while they drank beer. And he, kind of to shorten it down, I thought his point was really good that, yeah, the Bible does say not to drink in excess, and if it's going to cause you to stumble, you need to stay away from it. Absolutely
Yep.
understand that. But in most situations, God has given us these things to enhance our lives. Not that it enhances our lives, but
Well, to
like
enjoy,
to enjoy it,
and to
right?
steward, and to that's why it's not a commandment that you do it. Otherwise, everyone would have to do it. So we have freedom in Christ, and we're free to decide if this is something we want to do or not. And if you don't want to do it, great. No one should be judging you for that. If you do want to do it and it's not an issue, and you do it within kind of the confines what the Bible prescribes, and you do it responsibly, then great. Yeah, then great. But I would agree. I think with a commenter or people that we've talked to, we don't want to be the cause for someone to stumble at the same time. So if we're hanging out with some people and they're recovering from alcoholism, or for whatever reason, to have a drink in front of them would be a horrific offense. It's not that important. I ain't going to do it.
Yeah,
That's just not a fight worth having. Nobody is more important. I'm sorry. Nobody is less important than the hobby.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's many a time like we host people at the house, and I know that hey, this guy struggled with alcoholism. So we're not going to go out to the shed, and we're not going to have a drink. We're going to talk about other things, and that's fine.
I remember my first visit when I was the new pastor in town, and you wanted to have me over, and you were worried about the one bottle you had, in a glass case.
Yeah. My wife was. She was like, "Oh my gosh!" And we had all the alcohol.
Well, the one bottle turned into
one or two. One or two.
You were worried about that bottle.
She was worried. But yeah, I mean it, and I, I didn't want to be like, "Hey, Pastor, let's pour it out," right? But
you are now.
Now we know. Yeah. Now we know. But anyway, with all that being said, we appreciate everybody that's joined us on this journey, and all the comments and stuff. And I pulled up several of the comments that I just want to kind of share and maybe talk through a couple of them because I think they're funny. And I'm not one to argue online. Like I'll see the comments and I'll respond very very well. Like I don't want to get into an argument with folks and everything. It's like, hey, you believe what you believe, and if you don't like what we're doing, hey, there's other pages out there. I just think a lot of people, they want to say the negative and stuff. They're more apt to say something negative than something positive. Although we do get a lot of positive comments, and looking at analytics and kind of our stats and everything, more than 90% of our people that respond to our stuff, it's positive. So I'm going to take that as a win.
Yeah.
But anyway, so just a few, that and I'll put them up here on the screen. And I don't even know where this come out. This is kind of interesting. I did a short around, wealth, and not having it first in your life. And this guy's like, too late for me. I'm pretty sure I have enough wealth. It won't disappear. Hey, good for you, right? That it won't disappear. Good. Hey, you've done well. But he said, why should I thank God or something like that? I work hard as I did, and I'm wise enough to know you give crap advice and there is no God. All right, well, you're wrong. And I really hope that money does last. And that's kind of what I did. I didn't tell him, hey, you're wrong. I said, hey, good for you for doing that and everything. But there is a God, and I hope and pray that you do find him one day. And maybe if he keeps watching our stuff, he'll come around. We'll see. This one here, booze, cigars, and Bible. What is this? Or this is what it's come to? I'm a bit confused. I think you guys have your doctrine twisted. I don't think there's anything in the doctrine we have twisted. I mean,
I'd be interested to find out if there was like a doctrinal thing that they have in mind.
Yeah, I know. I'd be curious too. What's specific in the doctrine and everything. And of course, there's a lot of verses that talk about against alcohol use and excess and everything, if it's going to cloud your judgment. But there's plenty of there that talk good about it. I mean, what was it, Paul? Or somebody had a headache and
stomach
ache, and he said, hey, drink a little bit of wine, make you feel better. Yeah, so, yeah, we'll see, man.
Times were different, and we have medicine these days.
Yes, we do have medicine.
But, it's okay, yeah.
This one, hey, I'm not sure I'm getting this. Bar room, explain all the booze. Well, yeah, this is my home bar, and that's why we have booze in it.
Yeah.
And this is where we have a lot of our conversations and hang out, kind of a safe space. And Yeah, and it's in my home bar. So, and if we were to bar somewhere else, we would be acting Christ-like there as well. So,
Well, we even actually talked about going to a local bar and hanging
Yeah,
out
we
there and
did
getting to know
that,
the
yeah.
guys and
Yeah.
kind of trying to be a positive presence in there. And eventually, as more time was spent there, that we could begin to talk about spiritual things and present the gospel. Just we haven't been there yet.
I know it's hard to get to a bar.
But given some of these
also.
comments, people would thought apparently we shouldn't do it.
Yeah, no, probably shouldn't go to a bar and talk about Jesus.
Yeah.
Here's one. Are you guys talking about Jesus while you're drinking alcohol? Yep. Yes, we
Sometimes.
we do sometimes.
Not most of the time. But
Yeah. I mean, there's times that we talk about Jesus. We're not drinking alcohol. That's at church and church functions and with other, events that alcohol is not welcome. But hey, if we're here in our spot or like at a bar, we'll definitely have a drink and talk about Jesus.
Sure.
I'll talk about Jesus anytime.
Yeah.
Drinking and not drinking.
We should.
Let's see. Not listen. Oh, this one was a great one here. I'm not going to listen to godly counsel from someone behind a bar. Okay, well, I didn't respond this way. I was very diplomatic about it, but I just had the question: is like, would it be better if we were at a mega church with all the smoke and the mirrors and everybody passing buckets of money around, or would it be better if we were in, multi-$1,000 tailor suits at one of these mega churches, or on a private jet, like some pastors have? Would it be better coming from that aspect? I mean, I don't know.
Good question. Yeah, I mean, just go.
Come on, man.
No, we get it. We even said at the beginning, we're not for everybody. We do want to present the truth, and we do. I think we do, and we're not for everybody, so we get it.
So what we could do, and here I was playing with a little bit of AI, and I'll put this one up here. So here's our multi-$1,000 suits in front of a mega church. That'd be better, right?
Yeah.
Kind of cool. They got a concert going on there. They got people in there. They're probably praising Jesus.
I like our logo on the screen.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, right? AI does some pretty cool stuff, man. Or we could do it on our private jet, like in this picture here, which I kind of like it. Took some weight off. Made Jeremy look a little bit older.
Wiser.
Older and wiser.
Older, I'm going to take that,
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, with all that, it's been interesting. But we've also gotten some good stuff, right?
Well, those are good. I mean, hey, we asked for comments. We asked for critiques.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
And look, we understand that that this is. I don't think it's as different as some people might think it is, but it's not normal. Well, not the normal that that a couple of guys would sit at a guy's home bar and talk about spiritual things with bottles. But okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, like we said, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But we have gotten some positive comments. I got stopped here locally. A guy's like, "Hey, man, we've been watching y'all sermons, man. Keep it up." Well, we're not really preaching sermons, per se,
Right.
but I'm like, "Hey, that's kind of cool. Like, at least we got one person watching." And
Yeah,
out of
right.
it, which is good.
No, I mean I've run into some people too, and they'll look at, like, I may not know who they are, but they'll say, "I too am a neat disciple." Like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are good.
Yeah.
I've had guys talking like, man, like I started watching stuff and it's really cool. So we get a lot of that stuff in person, via email. Some other comments online that were that I thought was really good. This guy posted, "Found the channel randomly. Appreciate the talk. I'm a Christian, currently struggling with lust and addiction to porn and nicotine. It's a struggle. I pray about it every day, and I think I just need to fill more of my time with reading the Bible." Amen, brother. Yeah. Keep that up, man.
Been praying for that guy.
And definitely keep watching for sure. This one here, good one, guys. Anything more important than God has become an idol. Accountability is so important for us all. Absolutely. And here's the thing. Yeah, and it's funny. My wife struggled with this when I built this thing. She's like, "Oh, you're building like an idol and this and that." I don't spend a ton of time out here. I think today, while we're filming this, it's probably been over a week since I've been in here. Now, I've been sick, but It's just not a daily thing, right? So yeah, it kind of looks idolish, but I have a variety of alcohols like bourbons, and I just have them neatly arranged in a proper space.
Yeah, right. And there's been plenty of times where you've come in here and not even come back behind the bar.
Oh yeah,
You know, so
absolutely.
this is just it's just a space.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's air conditioned in the summer,
That's
heated in
right.
the winter.
Yeah.
And I've
Yeah.
got tunes, and you can see the
I mean, not to
turtle box.
throw her under, but she's come out here too and used the space.
Oh,
Not,
absolutely.
not this part. You know, and so behind the camera is chairs and tables, and it's a nice space.
Yeah, it's like a little
Yeah.
lounge.
So it's not a. I mean, I think we know what she was saying initially when she was afraid of it way
Yeah.
back when, but it's not proven to be that. That this is it's just a cool space for people to hang out, whether it's the guys, whether it's the girls, whether it's couples. It's just and sometimes we or you guys are taking advantage of what is here, and oftentimes you're not. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because it's here doesn't mean every time you're in here.
I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been out here several times and not had a drink. Just a couple more. This individual, well put truth. Yeah, that was on a short. Definitely appreciate that. And then can't forget this one. No love for Smoke Eye Hill. I'm appalled. Sorry, John. Smoke Eye Hill still.
We tried.
in our books.
I
and
tried many times.
multiple times, and
just,
it's a no go. So.
not going to happen.
All that being said, definitely appreciate the comments. Keep it up. Keep commenting. If there's something, especially we love hearing stories too, and I haven't got a lot of it online, but individually, people have approached me and told me things and everything, and that it's kind of cool. And I've said it in the beginning. Hey, we get 10 people to watch. I'm good with it because we were hanging out anyway and talking about stuff. We might as well put it on camera, and maybe it benefits somebody, right? So. Anyway, love going through the comments. Keep them coming. So with all that being said, like we said earlier, when we spun this thing up, it was kind of, I don't want to say it was like put together hastily, but it was just, hey, Bobby was like, hey, let's do this. And then he's like, man, I really don't have time. Then I approached Jeremy, and he's like, heck yeah, I'm all in. And then, we just started, what are we going to talk about, and going through topics and getting things set up. And, the first few episodes, the lighting wasn't that good, so we had to figure that out.
I had that one shiny episode where we were...
the shiny episode, and then we have some overhead lights that were on, and a couple, well, it's like hazy looking in here, but, we're still working through it, and we still screw up, and but it's still fun, though. We're guys, we're not professionals. We don't have a big camera crew behind us, and makeup artists and everything, as you can probably tell. Wardrobe, get a different hat for Jeremy. But anyway, so it's been a fun journey. So the question to you is, like, what's kind of stood out, like, through the first year of doing this?
Stood out? What's funny is, this is probably not the answer, but as you were kind of just bantering there for a second, you and Bobby did dream this up, and Bobby had to back out. And I do remember when you called and said, hey, would you be interested? I thought I was signing up for the one. I thought Bobby was, I thought it was like, hey, Bobby can't do this one. Can you? Yeah, I'll be happy to help. And then I was like, oh, I'm in for. Oh, okay, this is it. All right. I'm glad it's worked out that way, but that's just what I thought. So that was kind of funny. But what was the question? What have I learned, or what?
Yeah, no. What
stood
kind of
out?
stood out? Yeah.
Wow, that's a what has stood out? Well, I guess this. As much as I enjoy the bourbon hobby, I'm lousy at conveying why I enjoy a particular one or don't. So I've really tried to work the last several months on honing in on that a little bit, and I feel like I've taken a little bit of steps, but I got a long way to go. So I'm trying to, I guess, develop the nose and the taste in that, where I can begin to really articulate what I'm tasting and what it's doing for me or whatnot, and be able to convey that to people. I'm really good at saying, "Oh, it's really good," or "No, it's really not good." But I want to be better at that. So I guess that kind of stood out. That still is intimidating to me, but I'm learning, and I'm enjoying learning. I think, like I alluded a little bit earlier, I enjoy talking about the truths of Scripture, and trying to apply them to modern day life for guys, or the context of a marriage, or being dads, or just being a guy in the world, or or just anybody really. So I do enjoy that, and I've enjoyed the challenge of kind of coming and not knowing what you're going to talk about. Like a lot of it is like we don't, what you want to talk. You got the questions all geared up, and I come in here like, okay, let's
do it.
let's do it. And some probably comes across that way where I don't have all these verses to rattle through, but I look at when I go back and watch the videos I don't watch them all anymore. I watch part of them, and then I'm like, all right, I was there. I don't need to listen to it again, but. I'm like looking like I don't look like I'm having fun. I noticed that too. Like I don't look like I'm having fun. I am having fun, but I'm listening intently because I have to answer smartly. And so like, all right, where is this taking me? Like what can I say now? What verse can I bring up? What spiritual whatever can I introduce to enhance your point, to help your point, to debate your point, whatever. So I am enjoying it. I look like I'm not, but I am. I'm just thinking intently to sound smart.
Yeah, so that's Jeremy thinking deeply when y'all see that.
That's right.
It's not him not having fun.
No,
that's great, man. I love that, and I'll tell you, for me, it's a lot of the same thing. This is, as I research topics and things that I've had in my mind and my heart to, hey, I've struggled with this, and I know people struggling with this. And as I dig deep into those scriptures around that, it gets me really thinking about, my spirituality and my walk with Christ, and and my, and I don't want to say my shortcomings, but my shortcomings as a Christian, as far as like, am I really emulating what I should be as far as what Jesus is commanding us, right? And I'm not, right? In a lot of areas. So it's gotten me really to kind of take a step back and look at that. And then too, it's funny you mentioned the bourbon thing, because like when we first started, I was like, hey, we're going to tell you if it's good or bad. And now we're being able to kind of pick out some things and like, why is this better? And why do we like this more versus this other one and everything? So
I think the neat scale that you came up with, or I don't know, was you and Bobby or however it came up, it's pretty cool. I mean, it helps me to slow down and try and, all right, I got to answer what the nose is. I got to answer what the experience is, and so. I don't know if people pay attention out there yet. Hopefully that's something that maybe you can catch on. Other people steal.
Mm-hmm.
Most bourbon aficionados kind of already have their process. But hey, if you're looking for one, take the neat scale.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Let us know how it works for you for sure. Mm-hmm. No, that's been good, and it's got like, okay, I like this, and where would I stack rank it and everything, and even some of the blinds that we've done have been kind of eye-opening, right? Like, I mean, we've only done a few, and we want to do a few more. We want to do more. We're talking about that, before we started recording, but it's just kind of really just opened our eyes to the hobby, and you see that, hey, I don't need a $200 bottle of bourbon to enjoy it. I can get a $50 bottle and be just as good. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, well, what is it and why? And then, let's take a shot at it, and if we can get our hands on it, which,
I remember one of the early blinds we did, it might have been the first one we did actually, I think it was the weeded, and, Weller lost. Like, it came in fourth out of the four. And, we were so new and noobs to all of it. Like, we were really surprised, where a lot of people might be going, well, duh, of course it's going to not win. But, our limited scope or whatever, we're like, oh my gosh, like this really changes the way we see things. So that was kind of a surprise. And then we put the Old Fitzgerald and the Heaven Hill next to each other, and both of them are great. And both of them are great on their own. But it's when you side by side, there's a significant difference, and one does stand out. Again, it's all subjective. You get 10 people tasting it, you're going to probably get 10 different answers. Well, there's only 2 bourbons. I guess you can only get 2 different answers.
2 different answers,
But
a lot of different reasons.
You know what I mean? Look, this is not a math podcast.
Yeah. So. You're trying to learn math.
I never would have agreed to one of those.
Yeah, no, me neither. I'll tell you. And one too, we did the under $20 bottle and bond, which is really good, and kind of came out the way we thought would, for both of us and everything. But so it's been fun kind of going through that, and then. We had planned on going to Kentucky, before, or maybe, I don't know, maybe we were doing the podcast before we decided to get the big group of guys to go to Kentucky, but that was just amazing. And, we did an episode on that. Y'all can check out. We talked about some of those highlights and some of the pictures, but, it's been fun, man. And definitely looking forward to getting a little bit deeper. We hit some pretty deep stuff towards the end of the year last year, and that's what I want to do a little bit more. Like, hey, what can we like really get our fingers into that'll get men's hearts stirred up around different things. So
Yeah.
so as far as like we tried some bourbons and did some blinds and a lot of stuff we haven't brought to the table on the podcast because we just haven't had time yet. So as far as like if there was one bottle in 2025 that you were like, oh man, I can't believe how good that was, or like a surprise bottle that maybe we found on the bourbon trail, or you found out in the wild that was stand out.
Yeah, the one that kind of Michter's 10 is always for me going to be like, that's the one I always want. I know there's probably better bottles out there. I'm not going to be buying the really high dollar ones because I'm married.
Yeah.
So that's fine as it gets for me. And that's fine. It's good. Anyway, when we were in Kentucky and we went to that Preservation Distillery, and we did the tasting, and I don't remember everything that we tasted, but it was all fantastic. Yeah. And I walked away with the Old Man Winter. Right? Is it Old Man Winter? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see how bad I am at this? Yeah, with the white. You had.
I don't have it. I don't have it.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. And just that was really good. And then our trip to Chicken Cock, and I walked away with the Chicken Cock bourbon with the finish with Chancleer, or it's called Chancleer, finished with the cognac, I think it is, and just fantastic. There's just good stuff out there that I never even heard of.
Yeah.
And I'm certainly no aficionado. I just kind of said that 10 minutes ago, but there's a lot of good stuff out there, and it's fun to discover those things. I just when our buddy John was here over New Year's holiday, we were just up not far from here. I popped into a liquor store I wanted to always visit, and he had a store pick of Elijah Craig single barrel. It's fantastic. 94. It's only 94 proof, but it is like this. It's like this sweet caramely vanilla. I mean, unlike any of the Elijah Craig I've ever had. I need to go up there and get some more. Just $40, not even expensive.
Yeah.
Yep. Just good stuff. So I'm sure when I finally got my hands on the Wild Turkey 101 8-year.
Yeah.
That's good. That was good stuff. I was happy to find that. I always have the fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, there's a couple.
Yeah,
I'm sure more will pop into my head when.
Yeah, I agree about the preservation. Like visiting that place, kind of by happenstance too. I mean, the guy at Bardstown's like, "Oh, hey, you got to check out preservation." It wasn't on Mark's schedule.
No, it wasn't.
But we put it on the schedule.
I mean, it wasn't even listed as an option on the schedule.
No.
If I remember right? Like it's almost as if we didn't even know it existed.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and it was a good sleeper. One of the other things that we picked up in Kentucky. And Bobby's the one that actually mentioned this, and I just happen to have a bottle of. I got another 2 of them, but this Cooper's Craft Barrel Reserve. It's 100 proof. I don't even know if they sell it here, but we found it at a.
So where are these 2 bottles?
This one's here, and
I'm just
got
kidding.
one behind the bar.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, for $30. I was very surprised on how good that was, and I'd never heard of it. Probably never would have heard of it.
Yeah.
We just happened to find a couple bottles at a liquor store up in Kentucky. But yeah, that was a surprise. And of course, I mean, some of the stuff like I won a chance to buy a bottle of Elmer T. Lee, which was really outstanding. It's a lower proof bourbon. It's so smooth and it's so good. And I'm kind of babying it down. I've got it. Yeah. Up there, I've got more than half a bottle.
Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah, once it's gone, it's gone, and hopefully I'll be able to get another bottle. But I'm not that guy that's going to go pay $500 for it. I'm not going to pay more than 15-20% over MSRP to buy something. I don't think it. There's just so many good ones out there, and even just going to every time I just drink an E.H. Taylor small batch, I'm surprised on how good it is. Or, even, I know, and that's hard to get in some spots, or Eagle Rare, it's $50 bottle, and it's getting easier to find, but it's good. But even just like the, I'm drawing a blank, the Early Times Bond.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, for $20, like just all these sleepers out there, and it was really good. So as far as like this year, like if there was one bourbon that you would want to hunt and find and try for this year, what do you think that would be?
Well, I can tell you because I'm hunting it, and this particular bottle. So we went to Kentucky. What was it? It was July, right? Late July, early August. August. Okay. So when I got off the plane to meet up with you guys, like so within my first 10 minutes in Kentucky in Louisville, I saw this bottle in the airport, and I thought, nah, I'm not gonna buy it right now. I gotta get to you guys. Like I'm not gonna worry about having a bottle. Never saw it again. So I'm kicking myself. So it's the Old Forester Single Barrel 100 proof. That's the one I'm looking for.
Okay.
It's the black label, and it's proving to be not easy to find.
Okay.
I've heard really, really good things about it. It's right in my 100 proof. It's kind of like my sweet spot. So I'm really looking. I really have really taken a liking to Old Forester. When I first got into the bourbon, it was one that I really didn't appreciate. I really appreciate it now. So I'm hoping to find that bottle someday and enjoy it. So that's the bottle.
Okay.
That I'm looking. And there's
Anybody out there has it or knows where to get it.
Know where to get it, right? You know, there's probably better bottles out there, but that's the one I'm right now I'm hunting for. The other one was actually the Wild Turkey 70th anniversary, and I just found it.
I saw it at your house the other day.
I just found it. Yeah, I was so excited. I overpaid a little bit, maybe like $20-$30 overpay, but I've been looking for it since it was out, and so I just found it. Yeah.
Have you opened it yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it at your house. So we were there right between Christmas and New Year. John was in town. Missed an opportunity to have him on. We'll have to get to
We'll fix that.
do that next time for sure. The holidays, man, it's just been busy during the holidays.
So what bottle are you looking for? Like
Well, so funny thing, and it's a Maker's Mark bottle that John had sent us a picture of.
Yeah.
It's the one with the mocha.
Yeah, I'm looking for that one too.
And literally, I have been to the bottom tip of Texas, to the top tip of Texas, out to El Paso. We're in Houston. Been to Arizona. And if I have time, I'll go into a liquor store, and I have not been able to find it. So maybe one day, and if not, whatever. I know John's got some of it, so maybe I'll just take a fly to California to visit John.
There, yeah.
But it'd probably be easier just to do that than to keep looking for it with what I'm doing. But anyway, I like going into liquor stores, and it's funny. I was down in the Texas Valley area, down the McAllen area, and visited a liquor store. Probably the best bourbon selection I've ever seen, as far as like hard to get allocated bottles, but they were very, very expensive. And I don't have that kind of budget. And I already said I'm not going to pay way over MSRP. I mean, I'd pay a little bit, but people got to make money. I get that, but I don't want you to have to, pay off your kid's college fund with one bottle,
right?
kind of thing, right? But yeah, so that would be that one. Other than that, man, like I'm just really kind of interested to just see what pops up, right? I know there's some, we're hearing, about the bourbon bubble busting and all this other stuff. So, I'm just kind of interested to see what that doors
what comes of that.
Yeah, what doors open up with that,
right.
what might be available that normally wouldn't, or somebody does something crazy different. One that was really good too was that Pursuit United, the Double Oak. That was a surprise too. Bobby had talked it up, and then we had got the bottle and tried it and everything. But yeah, I think it would probably be that Maker's Mark. People hate on Maker's Mark, man. I like it. I like
Help
their
us
stuff
out there, guys. The Old Forester 100 proof single barrel. And the Maker's Mark was the keeper, is the Master's Keeper, like, or whatever.
I think it's a series. It's like series 2, but it's the mocha.
It's got mocha, yeah.
Yeah, so if you know where it's at, or can send it to me, let me know. Or the Old Forester. And it's even funny, like, when we went to Evergreen Liquors, I mean, they had all those bourbons you could try, and we went, and it was half price that day. And it's fun getting to do stuff like that. Just taste things you normally wouldn't be able to taste. Right. And stuff, and talk about it. It was the guys there at the bar too that we didn't even know that were talking about this stuff and everything. So that's
what bourbon does.
Exactly.
It's something to talk about. It's a conversation starter, and then from there, you're talking about life and things that really do matter.
It's a gateway, man.
It is.
Gateway to good conversation.
Totally,
for sure.
Yep.
So. Hey, with all that being said, we're definitely looking to 2026 to be a good year for the Neat Disciples. I mean, we've We've hit over a few hundred followers on YouTube. We're starting to get more activity on Instagram and Facebook, and you can find us on all those spots. I want to get us on the Apple Podcast. I'm working on that.
Okay.
A lot of people want, they're like, hey, are you on Apple Podcast? I'm like, well, not yet, but we're trying to figure all that out. But definitely look forward to the year. Definitely keep the comments coming, good and bad.
Yeah.
Like, follow, share our content, subscribe, whatever, on the different platforms. And let us know, man. We want to hear from you, or men and women both. And we had women watching too. And I had one lady say, well, I'm a woman, but I'm still going to watch it. Okay. Appreciate
Please
it.
do.
We
Yeah.
do. Share it with your husband and your brothers and uncles and, whoever. But yeah, so we're looking forward to it. And if there's anything that, anything specific on your mind that, hey, I wonder what those two chuckleheads think about it, let us know and we'll talk about it for sure. Mm-hmm. So, any parting thoughts?
Nothing that would help. Nope. No, I got no parting thoughts.
Okay.
I mean, I echo all that. It's been fun. I had no idea what to expect. I chuckle about this a lot just because it's kind of still surreal that people even would listen to us. So it's cool. So I appreciate the fact that you do. Hopefully we're not for everybody, but hopefully we are offering some stuff of value to encourage people in their faith, or just to give them something to think about or to chew on, so on and so forth. And we would love to hear from you. The pros, the cons, all of it. Because we don't take ourselves too seriously.
Nah.
So,
nah.
But yeah, here's to a blessed and prosperous 2026, and may we all grow in our faith, and just be encouraged around this weird hobby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I did have something else to say. I can't remember what it was. So a little bit about our learning journey here. Close the video out with some little blooper reels that we put together, some of our bloopers. So definitely enjoy those.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
And get ready to laugh, because it was pretty funny. Like, some of it was, we talked about being a learning experience. It was a journey.
It was and still is.
It still is. Yeah. So thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check us out on all of our social platforms. Like, follow, share, subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
God bless everybody.
Cheers. Oh, God. Son of a biscuit. All right. Well, it looks like I'm making it again. Son of a gun.
All right, guys. When you think about it, in God's design, we men we're called to something. Okay. Okay. Like, share, and follow for more something serve need. What more? What? Truth. Dang it.
Just do it from there. Like, share, and follow, because I can edit that.
All right. Okay. All right. Like, share, and follow for more truth shared neat.
Serve need.
Okay. Yeah, that too. All right. So, like, share, or follow for more truth shared. Okie dokie. Yeah. All right.
Oh.
Am I wrong?
That tastes like the beach. It tastes like a pina colada.
Does it?
Pina colada.
It tastes like a pina colada.
It's a pina colada. All right, y'all. Since it's summertime here in Texas, we are going to make a couple of bourbon summertime cocktails and see which one we like better. Which one we think would be better at the beach.
What?
All right, let's start over.
Were you asking me to guess?
No.
Okay.
No.
We can just rattle off Mark's schedule. On Monday from 10:30 to 11,
We're going to be at these places. Be sure to follow. Hey, y'all. We are taking the Neat Disciples on the road. Tomorrow we head out with 6 other men. We are going to go to Kentucky. And did I say Kentucky already? No. All right, let me start over. Crap. Okay. All right. Hey, y'all. We are taking the Neat Disciples on the road. Us and 6 other men are going to go to Kentucky and do the Bourbon Trail.
Yep. Yeah. And
well, that's where you were going to do. We're going to do some
okay.
tasting.
All right. Sure. All right. So you want me to jump in there? Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Go for it. Okay.